HopeWorks on and off over the past decade. Through that time, I've seen firsthand the incredible work that this organization does to assist the homeless populations of Albuquerque. Today, I'm thrilled to say that HopeWorks is continuing to build on that legacy with the opening of our new Behavioral Health Center. This is a space that represents hope, healing, and a bright future for so many in our community. I want to express my gratitude to the City of Albuquerque. Thank you to Mayor Keller and Gilbert Ramirez from Albuquerque's Health, Housing, and Homelessness Department for your leadership and support. Your commitment to addressing homelessness and behavioral health has been instrumental, and the funding for this project wouldn't have been possible without the city's investment in our mission. Another thank you to the Bezos Family Foundation, who helped us reach that final funding goal to get here today. I'd also like to thank Doug Heller and the team at Mullen Heller for their thoughtful approach to trauma-informed design. This is not just about creating a building, it's about creating a space where individuals feel safe, respected, and supported. A design philosophy that aligns perfectly with our care-first approach at HopeWorks. A big thank you also goes out to the DLF3 Inc. and the contractors who made this renovation a reality. David Alexander and Shannon Kaufman, your hard work and dedication have brought this vision to life. The Behavioral Health Center is so much more than just a building. It's a space where lives will be changed. This facility will allow us to serve at least an additional 244 individuals each year. People who are homeless, at risk of homelessness, or who have low to moderate incomes. Here, they'll have access to outpatient therapy, psychiatric care, and medication monitoring. The renovation has given us a space to expand our services with new offices, group therapy rooms, a conference space, a mini medical clinic, and so much more. Our outpatient therapy team will now have the capacity to provide 12 therapy groups per month, comprehensive assessments, and individual therapy. Through the Treat First program, we'll be able to provide immediate crisis-centered therapy for clients in acute need. In partnership with UNM, we'll even offer neuropsychiatric assessments for individuals with traumatic brain injuries, a critical resource for so many in our community. This is a project that directly responds to the growing needs in Albuquerque. From 2023 to October 2024 alone, we provided therapy services to 136 unique clients, held 68 therapy groups, and supported hundreds more through psychiatric services and crisis responses. This behavioral health center is an essential step forward in addressing these challenges. Finally, I'd like to introduce someone who has been a steadfast leader and advocate for HopeWorks, our board chair, Tony Sanchez Romero. Tony has been instrumental in guiding us to where we are today, and I'm honored to have her here to share a few words.
Thank you. I can hold it, or you can. Okay. I just want to say thank you to every one of the partners who helped build this team in moving us forward. Our goal is to provide hope, because we know hope works. We know that's an instrumental and foundation to recovery. But we also know access is critical. And our prior place was not exactly accessible. So it became imperative that we as a team found those other members to help support. So we are grateful, and we are now open to providing that access, because we know hope is a key part of recovery. So we are HopeWorks.
All right, I believe I'm going to be handing this off to Mayor Keller.
Thanks so much. I know. If only I knew how to sing. This thing is just ready. Flew around. This is really cool. Check it out after. So let's see. I want to, I think, just share a couple of quick stories. The first one is the more recent story of HopeWorks. And I think what I want to begin by saying is I want to thank everyone at the HopeWorks team, not only for the work that you do each and every day, I mean, that's first and foremost, but also for not giving up hope on the city. And also, conversely, for our city folks, for not giving up hope in HopeWorks. And we don't have to go into the details, but we had a rough patch a couple of years ago. And I think the good news is we persevered, we committed to work through it, and actually part of it was us also saying that as we work through these challenges, we are going to continue to invest, and we continue to demonstrate our commitment. And so I really appreciate that, and I think it just goes to show that, like all relationships, there's like ebbs and flows, and we really have come so far, and I'm grateful for all the work you're doing and where we are today. And similarly with our Triple H team, which is now radically different than it was 3 years ago too. So anyway, this is a great thing. Now, a similar story, I think in some ways, is a story about our work with, of course, at the city and our appropriators, our city councilors, several who are here with us today. One thing I think in general that we have always agreed on is that we need more services for folks who need it, right? That has been a nonpartisan statement. That has been a sentiment that we've all shared. And I think we've worked really hard to try and make sure that, especially when it comes to funding, we fund the projects that need funding. And this was one of the first examples where I remember getting together with our counselors, several here, and saying, I mean, we all want parks and all these cool things in our district, but as a city, we have to provide this funding. And so you see this as another example of what we're trying to do across the city. So we're trying to do very similar, as I know the providers here know this, but out at our Gateway West, as we're adding services there. And of course, we're doing it at the Gateway Center as medical respite and I think crisis triage and the men's shelter all slated to come online in the next few months, and 24/7 drop-off already online. So this is just part of a piece, as it should be, right? No one is expecting the entire city of Albuquerque to be able to find hope here. We just want 250 a year to be able to find hope here. And so we've got to find, the equivalents all around the city. And so a couple of years ago, too, we actually agreed to fund the Recovery Gateway, which is going to be an interesting community made of some of the sort of smaller micro housing out by the old DMV building, which I got my driver's license at. And so I know we need to get that contract across the finish line. But the point is, you're not alone, HopeWorks. And also to the unhoused community, to the people who need these services, to the families who have family members who are suffering. Our city, albeit taking a while, is stepping up. And this is a wonderful example of it, and those other projects. If we do what we need to do to fully fund and finish these projects, we could actually have these services available to around 1,000 people by this time next year. That is all in motion. All we have to do is finish the contracts, round out some funding, some additional funding streams for different providers. Wouldn't that be amazing if we could celebrate that next year? So hopefully this is also just the start. And so many, many more people will be able to get these services throughout the city of Albuquerque. But today we celebrate starting right here with this tremendous facility. So thank you so much, and thank you especially HopeWorks. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to pass this on to our board member, James. He's got a few words to say.
8 years ago, I was sleeping outside on a piece of cardboard not far from here. It's impossible for me to accurately articulate the feelings of hopelessness, despair, and terror I felt continuously during that time. And then I found HopeWorks. The agency's mission brings love, compassion together, and at a central theme. HopeWorks' theme is simple and demonstrated every day. It's about helping someone when it's easy to turn your back and say no. Many clients at HopeWorks have been rejected and kicked out of other agencies. Most clients are at the lowest point in their lives when they make it to the day shelter. Most folks have lost the ability to trust, feel vulnerable, or relax when they get to HopeWorks. Many clients have given up on ever having a space of their own again when they receive a housing voucher. HopeWorks is a safe place. The agency provides an environment where people going through terrible circumstances can share with others who are going through harsh situations. The community builds confidence, and success breeds more success. People who have lost hope can find hope simply by listening to stories of accomplishment and success. The incredible people at HopeWorks did not just change my life, they changed the direction of my life forever. I will never forget what it felt like to receive a housing voucher in 2017. The housing voucher allowed my mind to rest and feel a sense of peace I had not felt in 2 years. With that housing voucher, I was able to attend college and earn multiple degrees. Today, I'm incredibly proud to be on the agency's board of directors, which significantly impacted my life. I am confident that I am successful today because of the incredibly kind and compassionate people at HopeWorks. My lived experience does not define my life, but it certainly empowers it. Thank you.
All right, I think it's time for the big reveal. Tony, I believe you're going to be doing the honors.
I believe so, with the help of Mr. Bill. Yes. Mr. Bill, come on over. Now, there has been another instrumental team player, and that is Dr. Bill Noah. He has been a man of true commitment to excellence, integrity, and commitment to our community. And we are forever honored, forever. So, in honor, I hope, we name this building. The William R. Miller
I think it's time to do the official ribbon cutting. Yeah?
So,
Viva la fiesta. I see nothing else on here. All right, I'll give you one end. Ricky, are you doing the other end? And then I'll-
Vicky, oh, I think
Anyone else
that
involved?
would be
Come on, get in a good
awesome.
picture.
Thank you.
Or others too.
Sorry.
Bill, it's named after you. You might get a hand on the scissors, right?
Please, Gilbert. Yeah, please. And I have a hand defect right now, so all of you are
Gilbert's
going to
gonna
have to
help.
help.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, no problem with these.
Let's do it.
Scoot that out of front. Well, you guys are, I was gonna say shorter folks, there we go. Gather
Yes,
around.
please. Oh, no, I don't. Please.
We're gonna get you. Put your hands on the top.
Yes, we'll do that.
We're gonna count this down.
I
Okay,
think so.
3 backwards.
Okay.
3,
3, 2, 1.